to do. So what I'll do is I told you that there are majorly two things in this chapter now, maybe some full-fledged questions we can do for practice. And the other thing was the tax adjustments and all. More or less you already know all of that, but still we do certain adjustments. So for instance, if we are talking about, we are just starting with provision for tax. So it is obvious, as the word suggests, it's provision. So you don't know, that how much tax are you supposed to pay. It is very difficult to during the year that, on how much profit are you going to have, and accordingly decide that how much tax will you be supposed to pay. So based on the calculation, you decide that this is how much I should provide for my tax. So if you are providing for tax, which we have obviously done also in P&L, we have already done this, but then like I said, I'll do it separately, the entire tax treatment and everything. That's why I'm doing it with you. So obviously the entry is the profit and loss to provision for tax. All of you know that, right? And having said that, beyond this entry, if I ask you that where am I going to show it in the balance sheet, Karthik, can you tell me where do we show provision for tax in the balance sheet? It is shown. I don't think he's. Yeah, bolo bolo. In current liabilities, there is something known as short-term provision. Since it is for that particular year, that is why short-term provision and not long-term provision. That's what I want to clarify. Now, this was about provision for tax. We have been doing it over and over again since we are doing the P&L and the balance sheet of the final accounts. Now, let's come to something which maybe by now we haven't really done, and that is advance payment of tax. As the word suggests, it is the tax that has been paid in advance. And therefore, when you are paying certain advance tax, the entry will be advance tax to bank. Now, that since it is advance tax, I have paid something in advance. So where will I show it in the balance sheet? It will be in assets, I know that, but I will either show it in, depending on, just hold on, either show it in current assets, that is short-term loans or advances. If you expect it to be realized within 12 months. Expect it to be realized within 12 months. And obviously, if it is not expected to be realized within 12 months, then it comes under non-current, and that will be long-term loans and advances. Any question? Any question? So, if I am sharing the screen, you didn't tell me. Are you able to see it? Are you able to see my screen? Just a minute. No, बोल क्यों नहीं रहे? फिर मैं बोली जा रही हूँ, हमारे मजे से बैठे हुए हो, सब समझ आ रहे हैं? रुको, होल्ड ऑन, मैं लिखे जा रही हूँ मेरे आराम से, ये देखो. So I started with provision for tax first. This is what I have done. And then I was talking about advance tax, depending on whether you realize it within 12 months or not. If 12 months, then short-term loans and advances, that is current assets. If not within 12 months, then that is non-current assets, that is long-term loans and advances. Okay, this is what we have done till now. Sorry. Yeah, expected, realized. अभी भी नहीं दिख रहा लगता है. एक सेकंड रुक जाओ बेटा. Oh, okay, all right. Hold on, bache. I'll just try sharing it again. Is it now visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry. So this is it. So this was about advance tax. Now, I think somebody asked me, maybe Ashutosh or somebody, about tax deducted at source. tax deducted at source. Basically, for example, if a company is paying certain interest maybe or dividend maybe, some other person is actually receiving that that income, right? So if I am going to pay you certain dividend or certain interest, I am deducting the tax when it is with me only. So you will not have to pay it, I am paying it, right? So therefore, what is happening is that if you are receiving this as income, when you will be receiving it as income, what entry will you be passing? Bank, whatever amount you receive, TDS, that the company that is paying you cuts it. Okay, just hold on. Yeah, sorry about that. So whoever receives it, that is interest received. So this is about TDS. Now the question is, this TDS, where will this TDS come? Anybody? It is just like advance tax. If I go up, अगर मैं यहाँ देखूँ, it is just like advance tax. So since it is just like advance tax, then I am actually again going to put it in the current assets. Where short-term loans and advances. So I repeat, I just said that one thing is provision for tax that we have discussed, which we are doing from quite some time now. That is provision for tax. P&L में आपको debit करना है, so P&L to provision for tax. And then where are you showing it? You are showing in short-term provisions in the current liabilities. Here it is. Then I talked about advance tax. You are paying it in advance, so it is an asset. Depending on if you realize it within 12 months, it is within current assets, short-term loans and advances. If not realized within 12 months, then long-term loans and advances. Similarly for TDS, it's just like advance tax. So therefore, it comes under current assets and short-term loans and advances. Any questions still here? Okay, so I can go ahead. Now, let me take an example with you. Okay, so I am just going to read this. Before that, actually, let me tell you the final thing also. अब जब ईयर एंड हो गया, आपने ऑलरेडी कुछ प्रोविजन बनाया हुआ है, और ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि आपने जो प्रोविजन बनाया हुआ है वो एग्जैक्ट है, ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. लेकिन ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि जो आपने प्रोविजन बनाया है वो कम है या ज्यादा है, राइट? सो यू विल हैव टू एडजस्ट अकॉर्डिंगली. सो व्हाट इज दैट adjustment that you're going to make at the year end? The adjustment that you are going to, just a minute, let me just fix my charger. So if you go up, this was somewhere here. Hold on. Huh? कौन सा ये? मैम ने कॉपी वर्क नहीं कराया अभी तो नहीं. चलो दो. Yeah. So year end. So if you see here, हमने यहाँ पे 2 provision for tax किया था. अब इस provision for tax को cancel करने के लिए मैं debit कर दूंगी provision for tax. Provision for tax, ठीक है, at the year end. इसमें से कुछ तो है जो मैंने एज एडवांस टैक्स पे किया हुआ है, कुछ है जो टीडीएस पे किया हुआ है. तो जो भी वो अमाउंट्स हैं, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ अगर आपने एडवांस टैक्स पे किया होगा तो ये डेबिट हुआ होगा, तो इसको कैंसिल करने के लिए आप यहाँ पे क्रेडिट कर दोगे एडवांस टैक्स. देन यहाँ आपने टीडीएस पे किया होगा तो वो भी डेबिट हुआ होगा, तो उसको भी आप यहाँ पे कर दोगे क्रेडिट टू टी. ठीक है, तो ये आपका पूरा हो जाएगा. लेकिन अब like I said, there is a possibility there might be excess, there might be deficient. Depending on that situation, you will have to accordingly decide कि balance sheet में कहाँ क्या दिखाओगे. So let me take an instance and let me read it out for you. It says the balance in the provision for tax and TDS. अगर suppose मेरी provision for tax में कुछ balance है, और TDS में भी कुछ बैलेंस है. I repeat and I ask you, if I have any balance in the provision for tax and TDS, उसको कहाँ शो करूं? बैलेंस शीट में. Anyone? प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स और TDS में अगर कोई बैलेंस बच जाता है तो वेयर विल आई शो इट? यस, एनीवन? I repeat, at the end of the year, if certain provision for tax and TDS is still there, there is a balance of TDS and provision for tax, where will we show it in the balance sheet?
Reserves and surplus में surplus में कुछ adjustments करना.
नहीं आशुतोष, देखो प्रोविजन है वो. It is not a reserve, it is a provision. मैंने एक provision for tax के नाम से provision बनाया था जिसमें से कुछ तो मैंने पे कर दिया, लेकिन कुछ मेरा बैलेंस अभी भी बचा है. It cannot be in reserves and surplus anyhow. कभी भी नहीं हो सकता.
Ma'am, the provision for tax is going to be under short-term provision.
Yeah. Similar. हमने
मैम टैक्स पेड जो है वो तो सरप्लस में माइनस होगा ना.
मैं अभी एक्सेस की बात कर रही हूँ, मतलब जो बैलेंस बच गया. मैंने तभी आपसे पूछा कि मैं बैलेंस कहाँ दिखाऊंगी. सो द बैलेंस दैट विल बी देयर वो वही एज इट इज करंट लायबिलिटीज में मेरा शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजन में यूज होगा. ठीक है. Okay, now let me give you another situation. I'm reading it for you now. Further, the excess of tax payment for the current year, including the advance tax and TDS over the provision for tax till date, in the sense कि मैंने अगर कुछ excess pay किया है advance tax में और TDS में, I repeat, अगर मैंने कुछ advance tax और TDS में excess pay कर दिया है, ज्यादा pay कर दिया है, उसको कहाँ दिखाऊंगी बैलेंस शीट में? देखो, तुम्हें पहले क्या सोचना है? पहले ये सोचना है कि लायबिलिटी में दिखाऊं या एसेट में दिखाऊं. मैंने एडवांस टैक्स था मेरे पास TDS था, मैंने एक्स्ट्रा पे कर दिया, एक्सेस पे कर दिया. पहले तो मुझे बताओ लायबिलिटी में शो होगा या एसेट में? फर्स्ट टेल मी दैट.
एसेट में मैम.
या, सो दिस इज क्लियर. सो सिंस दिस इज एक्सेस, so you come to non-current asset and then long-term loans and advances.
मैम शॉर्ट टर्म में होता था शायद.
नहीं, ये वाला शॉर्ट टर्म इसलिए नहीं क्योंकि ये बैलेंस बच गया ना. मैंने बोला पहले तो हमने ये देखा था, लेकिन अभी क्या हुआ कि भाई ये मैंने एक्सेस पे कर दिया तो आगे एडजस्ट होगा. ठीक है. अब देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि कुछ रिफंड हो. एक्सेस की जगह रिफंड होगा. जब वो एक्सेस हो गया तो वो मेरे पास एज रिफंड आएगा. सो आई एम रीडिंग इट आउट फॉर यू अगेन. फाइनली, only the net tax refund receivable under a refund order passed by the income tax department. Suppose आपने कैलकुलेट किया और आपका कुछ टैक्स रिफंड आ रहा है, ठीक है, वो भी आया नहीं है. अब अगर वो टैक्स रिफंड आ रहा है, आया नहीं है, तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो एसेट हुआ या लायबिलिटी? अगेन एसेट हुआ. एंड देयरफॉर इट विल कम अंडर करंट एसेट, क्योंकि रिफंड है, इसी साल का होगा. And it will come under other current assets. Is it clear? Any question? चलो अब एक छोटा सा सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन करके देखते हैं. बहुत ही सिंपल है. I'm just reading it for you and I'll ask you. ठीक है? I'll give you hints and I'll ask you. So suppose the estimated tax liability in the form of provision for tax is, लिख लो अपने पास, that provision for tax is, आपकी टैक्स लायबिलिटी आपने एस्टिमेट करी और प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स आपका 1,50,000 आया. However, the income tax, after examining the accounts of company in the light of provision of Income Tax Act, feels that the actual tax liability ought to be 1,75,000. मतलब क्या है, सिचुएशन क्या है? लेट मी एक्सप्लेन द सिचुएशन टू यू. इट मींस आपके पास ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स है 1,50,000 का. आई एम राइटिंग इट फॉर यू. 1,50,000 का, राइट? लेकिन अब जब आपने कैलकुलेट किया तो टैक्स लायबिलिटी आई 1,75,000. अब मुझे बताओ इस एक्स्ट्रा टैक्स लायबिलिटी को मैं कैसे शो करूंगी? मैं क्या एंट्री करूंगी? एनीबडी बताओ. व्हाट विल बी द एंट्री फॉर दिस? 1.5 लाख का प्रोविजन आपके पास ऑलरेडी है, लेकिन वो कह रहे हैं एक्चुअल टैक्स लाइबिलिटी तो आपकी 1,75,000 है, फिनिश्ड. You want more? Now go attend your class. Yes. Yes, anyone? Entry क्या होगी? Simple है भाई, बता क्यों नहीं पा रहे?
25,000
हाँ,
और
25,000
बढ़ाना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, तो बोलो एंट्री क्या हुई आशुतोष?
मैम टैक्स टू प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स.
नहीं, क्यों? P&L टू प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स. टैक्स की क्या जरूरत है? सीधा तुमने प्रोविजन क्रिएट किया था, उसके बाद ये एक्स्ट्रा प्रोविजन क्रिएट कर दो.
या यस मैम.
प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स तुमने क्रिएट कर दिया 25,000 का. Just a minute. Right? Yes. Now, there is a possibility, this is the last point actually that I'm going to discuss, and then we are going to do a question. There is a possibility that आपका जितना भी provision है, उसका total क्या है एक sense में, ये मैंने पहले भी बताया आपको, कि आप ये देखोगे जैसे जो आपका provision for tax था, उसमें से कितना तो आपका advance tax है और कितना आपका TDS है, ये हम पहले भी बात कर चुके हैं, ठीक है. अब अगर एक्सेस टैक्स पेड है, आई रिपीट, एक्सेस टैक्स पेड है और रिफंड आपने रिसीव किया है, सो ऑब्वियसली द मोमेंट यू रिसीव द रिफंड यू गेट टू टैक्स पेड, या जो आपने टैक्स पे किया होगा उसको माइनस करना. दिस इज फॉर रिफंड. लेट मी राइट डाउन, दिस इज फॉर, फाइन. नाउ लेट्स कम टू, और अगर कम टैक्स पेड है तो देन अगेन द एंट्री विल बी टैक्स पेड टू बैंक. ठीक है, लेट्स डू अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन फॉर दिस नाउ. ऑल ऑफ यू प्लीज कम टू illustration, just a minute, yeah, 1. illustration 1 पे आ जाइए everyone. on illustration 1 please. Just let me know when you're ready to do it. I'll start. Just give me a second, I'll be back. Yeah, sorry about that. So let's start. So are you ready with illustration 1, all of you? Can we do it? Please let me know.
Yes ma'am.
So all of you please read it. पहले तो पढ़ लो क्वेश्चन को, फिर मैं आपसे पूछूंगी मुझे क्या पूछना है, ठीक है? Read the question. illustration 1 is pretty simple. When you're ready, please raise your hands and then we'll discuss the question. illustration 1. Ready? Can we start?
Yes ma'am.
Okay, let's start. So see, okay, it says a company has the following position for the year ended 31st March 2020. Just a minute. Yeah. No, it's fine. Provision for tax. So you already have a provision for 5 lakh. Advance payment for tax 4,75,000 and tax deducted at source is 20,000. The assessment of a company is completed and tax liability is settled at 5,10,000. Okay. So this means I'm giving you a hint and then I'll ask you the entry. It says I already have a provision for tax of 5 lakh. But actually I am supposed to pay how much? Anyone?
5,10,000.
Yes. So since I am supposed to pay 5,10,000, what am I going to do? What will be the first entry?
Will increase the provision.
Yeah, I'm going to create this thing. What do you call the provision? But then tell me what will be the entry for that? Provision
Profit and loss account debit to provision for tax.
Right. Provision for tax. So this comes out how much? 10,000. है ना? 5 लाख का था और 10,000 और क्रिएट करना है. ठीक है, 10,000 आपने क्रिएट कर दिया. Another question. I said that हमारे पास जो भी प्रोविजंस एंड ऑल क्रिएट हुए हैं, हमने क्रेडिट किए हैं, उनको टोटल 5,10,000 का मेरे पास आज की डेट में प्रोविजन फॉर टैक्स है. अब मुझे उसको कैंसिल करना है. सो आई नो दैट डेबिट तो मैंने करना है PFT, दैट इज 5,10,000. दिस विल इंक्लूड व्हाट? इसमें क्या क्या होगा? मैंने एडवांस टैक्स पे किया है, सो एडवांस टैक्स that I paid how much? 4,75,000. Besides advance tax, I have also paid, I guess, TDS. Yes, there is a TDS out for 20,000. And then there is another, this is your point, Ashutosh, that you made, that income tax payable wala entry. And the other, and income tax payable, to income tax payable. So what is this income tax payable? How much will it be? Yes, anyone? Calculate 15,000, right? So this will be 15,000. Just a minute. Right? That's it. So this is how you are supposed to pay the or do the entries for tax. Clear? ठीक है. So ये हो गया आपका tax का भी point हो गया. Then let me come to. I was going to do one full-fledged question with you today, and that is going to be illustration number. Yeah. Illustration 18, all of you. Please, all of you come to illustration 18. मेरा स्क्रीन अब बंद होगा, अब तुम लोगों का स्क्रीन शुरू होगा. Illustration 18. Okay. Yes. Rajyoti, for illustration 18, I want to know, assuming that you have not made the PNL, okay? Assuming that you have not made the PNL, tell me what is the first figure with which
पेज नंबर.
हाँ, पेज नंबर है 8.98. क्या मैं बताऊं? Yes, all of you. So ready? Yes. So are you there, all of you? Illustration 18. Yeah. Now my question, Rajyoti, is to you that what is that figure with which I am going to start my question and start making PNL? Yes, Rajyoti. Question तो आप simultaneously करते रहोगे. मैं अब आप लोगों से questions पूछने वाली हूँ, ठीक है? आज की क्लास में फिर illustration 18 आप करते रहना.
Sales.
हाँ, नहीं, ठीक है. Rajyoti, sales is 5840. What about, are you not going to return less the sales return?
Yes, ma'am. Less sales return 24,000.
हाँ, तो सेल्स रिटर्न माइनस करोगे ना राजज्योति. टेल मी द फिगर. मुझे चाहिए फिगर जिससे मैं अपना PNL बनाना स्टार्ट करूंगी बाय
58,16,000. 8,16,000.
राइट. सो व्हाट इज दिस नोन एज? इसको कहते क्या है फॉर्मेट में PNL के?
Revenue from operation.
Yes. So I'm going to start with revenue from operations. That is 58,16,000. Right, Ranjyoti? Let me come to somebody else now for the second question. All right. Just give me a second. Do I have Manali? Manali, are you there? Not there. Ashutosh, are you there? Ashutosh. So what will be the next? Not next. I will ask you. My question is revenue from operations के बाद हमारा जो format होता है वो कहता है other income. Please read the entire question and tell me, do I have any other income? Just read the entire question.
Just a minute, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, I don't see any.
Yeah, there is no other income. Fine. Okay, next is Tar Gunguma. Are you there? Tar? Not there. Manan, are you there? Manan? Okay. Thupston? Okay, doesn't matter. So now after this, yes, Thupston. So Thupston, my next question is, we have already got the income, that is total income we have calculated, which is 58,16,000. Now we are going to start with the expenses. Now from the question, can you tell me what is the first expense that I'm going to take?
Purchases.
Purchases. But then Thupston, when you're saying purchases, how much, what is the figure? Can you tell me that?
What, like 10,000? 41 lakh.
No, wait. So purchases minus purchase returns also. You will have
Yes,
to
ma'am,
deduct.
30,000.
Yeah, so 41 lakh minus 30,000, that becomes 40 lakh 70,000, right, Thupston? Thank you so much. All right, all of you. So we have done the purchases now. Then let's come to change in inventories. Okay, let's check what is our opening inventory and what is our closing inventory. Please check and give me the answer. आप side by side इस question को कर भी सकते हैं. We are actually verbally, literally doing the question. Yes. So who is going to tell me what is the change in inventory amount? Yes. Anyone?
Ma'am, there is 80,000 of deficit of 80,000. I mean,
Minus, yeah, negative.
earlier we had 1,20,000. Now it's 2 lakhs.
Right, opening minus closing. So 1,20,000 minus 2 lakh, it becomes 80,000 is your change in inventory. Okay. Now let's come to this employee benefits. Okay, this, let's be a little careful on this. Do we have an entire figure or do we have to add it? Please check from the question. Employee benefits. What are we taking in
एक
employee
doubt है,
benefits? हाँ राजज्योति बोलो.
जो स्टॉक है ना ट्रायल बैलेंस में जो दिया हुआ है
हाँ.
1,20,000, इसका डेट कौन सा है? 31 मार्च 2020, मतलब ये कौन से डेट का है?
वो बात ठीक है तुम्हारी. एक्चुअली ट्रायल बैलेंस में ऊपर तो ये लिखा है द फॉलोइंग इज द ट्रायल बैलेंस ऑफ PQR लिमिटेड एज ऑन 31 मार्च 20. ऊपर तो ये लिखा है टेक्निकली, लेकिन नीचे जो हमें एडजस्टमेंट दिया उसमें ये लिखा है कि स्टॉक ऑन 31 मार्च 2020 वाज वैल्यूड एट 2 लाख. सो ऑब्वियसली एडजस्टमेंट में अगर वो हमें 2 लाख बोल रहा है तो एट द एंड क्लोजिंग हमारा 2 लाख है. ठीक है, तो फिर हम उसको क्लोजिंग मानेंगे और उसमें से माइनस कर देंगे, क्योंकि नीचे एडजस्टमेंट में दिया हुआ है ना, उसको वैल्यू किया है इस पे. ठीक है, ओके. Now let's come to the employee benefit expenses I was asking you. So if you remember, let me just clarify again. You might be a little confused in terms of, we have things like salaries in the question. We also have auditors fees in the question. We also have directors sitting fees in the question. So here we can take salary as employee benefit expense, that is 7,49,000. And since we are given auditors fees and directors sitting fees, that can be put into other expenses. I hope I'm clear on this. So employee benefit expenses becomes 7,49,000. So what is the next expense that we have after this? Yes, who will tell me what is the next expense? Yes, anyone? Next expense,
Finance
please.
cost.
Finance cost. So what is the finance cost? How much is the finance cost, Ashutosh?
Ma'am, bank loan पे interest.
Yes, please calculate that and tell me.
Okay. Ma'am, it's 2 lakh 12%. Ma'am, it should be 15th October. 12,000.
Tell me the calculation. How did you calculate? Just tell me that.
Ma'am, as the bank loan was raised on 15th of October 2019, so bill calculated for 6 months and 2 lakh is the amount of bank loan, 24,000 divided by
Right.
6.
Right. So important point here is the adjustment number 7, that is bank loan was raised on 15th October 2019.
मैम यहाँ पे 365 से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा क्या डेज में?
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली वही मैं भी सोच रही थी एक्चुअली टेक्निकली, क्योंकि उन्होंने 15th अक्टूबर बोला है तो आधे महीने का भी होना चाहिए, बट ऑन द होल आई मीन रादर देन, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली आप 365 से करोगे शायद हो सकता है कॉम्प्लिकेट होके कुछ पॉइंट्स में ना आए. So to ease your calculation, you can do it and you can mention at the end that you have taken 6 months. Always safe to write the note at the end. Okay. So, okay. So it comes out to be 12,000, I guess. Right. Okay. Now let's come to depreciation and amortization. There are a few points in depreciation and amortization also here. Since I have been given building, that is 5 lakh, I guess. Machinery is 15 lakh. And I have also been given provision for depreciation on building is 80,000 and provision for depreciation on machinery is 2,90,000. And in the second point, I have been told that provide 5% for depreciation on cost for building. So tell me anyone, what will be the depreciation on building? The amount of depreciation on building. Please make notes to account of depreciation and amortization right now, which will include depreciation on building, which will include depreciation on machinery, and if there is any amortization, please check that also. No, I don't think there is any amortization given. Yeah, please calculate the depreciation and tell me.
मैम हमारे पास एक्सेस में है बैलेंस में, लेकिन अगर वो हमको कम अमाउंट बनाने के लिए बोल रहा है तो मैम एक्सेस बैलेंस का क्या करेंगे? वो तो हम निकाल के रख देंगे एक्सपेंसेस के लिए P&L में, लेकिन बाकी का जो बचा प्रोविजन वो
डेप्रिसिएशन का प्रोविजन कह रहे हो ना?
जी मैम.
तो जब डेप्रिसिएशन का, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल बिल्डिंग है तुम्हारे पास, ठीक है, लेट मी टेल यू, ये है तुम्हारा बिल्डिंग, दिखा रहा है 5 लाख का, ठीक है, उस पे वो कह रहा है प्रोविजन ऑलरेडी दिया हुआ है तुमने 80,000 का, मीन्स बिल्डिंग माइनस द प्रोविजन इज गोइंग टू बी 80,000, और फिर उसके बाद वो बोल रहा है प्रोवाइड 5% फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन कॉस्ट फॉर बिल्डिंग. तो बिल्डिंग पे आप डेप्रिसिएशन निकालोगे, दैट इज हाउ मच इज इट, 5 लाख. 5 लाख पे 5% डिप्रिसिएशन निकालो. अमाउंट बताओ पहले मुझे, फिर बताती हूँ. 25,000, ठीक है, 25,000 आएगा. लेकिन ये जो 25,000 आएगा यहाँ पे, तो अभी जो आप नोट बना रहे हो डेप्रिसिएशन वाला, उसमें आप ऐसे ही लिखोगे डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन बिल्डिंग 25,000. लेट मी जस्ट क्लैरिफाई फर्दर. उसके बाद है आपका डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन मशीनरी, दैट इज 15 लाख. 15 लाख पे 10% बोल रहा है, सो दैट इज 1,50,000. So actually your depreciation amount that goes to P&L is 1,75,000. Clear? Now जब आप एसेट का बनाओगे, PPE का नोट टू अकाउंट बनाओगे, उसमें क्या करोगे? बिल्डिंग थी तुम्हारी 5 लाख की, माइनस 80,000 माइनस 25,000, ठीक है, प्लस मशीनरी थी 15 लाख की, माइनस उस पे कितना प्रोविजन है, लेट मी चेक, प्रोविजन इज 2,90,000 माइनस 1,50,000. This entire thing you will deduct. So actually simultaneously I advise आप depreciation का भी बना लो notes to account, और PPE का भी notes to account बना के मुझे total बताओ PPE कितना आ रहा है.
मैम आप जो बता रही वो समझ तो गया मैं, लेकिन मेरे को इसका लॉजिक नहीं समझ में आया मैम, क्योंकि हमारे पास अगर एक्स्ट्रा बैलेंस है तो हम फिर और क्यों काट रहे हैं?
वो बोल रहा है ना, इसलिए काट रहे हैं. इन द सेंस उसने बोला है अलग से, वो ये कहता है कि भाई मेरे पास एक प्रोविजन मैंने बना रखा था, अगर उसने अलग से, अब तुम एक बात बताओ, तुम्हें क्या पता, उसने ये बोला कि प्रोवाइड 5% फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन कॉस्ट फॉर बिल्डिंग एंड 10% फॉर डेप्रिसिएशन ऑन कॉस्ट फॉर मशीनरी, ये उसने लाइन लिखी, उसका ये मतलब हो सकता है ना कि एक्चुअली जो डेप्रिसिएशन करनी थी इतना तो बैलेंस था ही, उसमें ये एडिशनल क्रिएट करना है, उसने इस तरीके से लिख दिया उसको। समझ आई?
गया।
हाँ,
जी जी।
प्लीज मेक बोथ एंड सेंड मी इन द चैट बॉक्स।
मैम फिक्स्ड एसेट्स तो 14,55,000 के आ रहे हैं।
क्या बोल रहे हो आशुतोष? सॉरी, आई डिडंट हियर यू।
मैम 14,55,000 का आ रहा है वो।
अच्छा ठीक है, ठीक है। आगे चलें? Is everyone on the same page? Can we go ahead? Please let me know. यहाँ पे हाँ जी, so we are here. We've done depreciation, amortization also. Okay, let's check now the other expenses. All of you, please make the notes to accounts of other expenses. Let me give you a idea. It is saying that you have to maintain a provision for bad debts at 2% on debtors. So that you have to keep in mind. You have to take the director's sitting fees. You have to take the preliminary expenses. You have to take the auditor's fees. You have to take the manufacturing expenses also. Right. So now make it, please. I've told you all the other expenses. Please send the other expenses in the chat box. I'm waiting for this. Yeah, you're doing it, Thupston, Rajyoti, Manan, Ashutosh, Manali, Tar. For other expenses, please send me the notes to account. Sorry, yeah, notes to accounts. Yes, I want the notes to accounts. Someone has sent me something, I guess. It's Ashutosh. आशुतोष, तुम्हारा प्रैक्टो का प्रिस्क्रिप्शन कहाँ चला गया? Okay, so he
मैम
has to.
दूसरा वाला ये पापा का है मैम.
हाँ मम्मी पापा का ही लेते रहो तुम. 31,000 existing PV 40,000 and then you have 230s for it's 60,000 is manufacturing, 50,000 direct sales. Perfect. Okay, fine. Thank you. So with this other expenses भी हो गए. So सारे हमारे total expenses को total करके and then there is this profit also, I guess. Sorry, not profit. There is a tax provision also given in the question, I guess. Let me check. Yes, 40% tax provision. So after tax provision, please tell me the net profit for the year. I want the figure of net profit per year. You can give me the figure in the chat box also, or you can say it. Please calculate.
एक्सक्यूज मी मैम, अभी एक टेस्ट शुरू होगा मैम हम लोग का ई-कॉमर्स.
हाँ चलिए ठीक है. Okay, so no problem. You can complete this question. You can leave. I think yeah. Ashutosh was also telling me, so you can leave all of you. No problem. You can complete the question, okay, as homework. Fine. See you tomorrow. And I think I'm planning to start with right issue tomorrow. And